Hey ladies, it's Kyla Kanzader, and it is the end of Endometriosis Awareness Month, and I'm so excited because this is the premiere of my Ask the Doctor series, where I bring doctors to you guys to answer the questions that we all need answers to. And I figured it was only right to start this series with the doctor that diagnosed me with endometriosis, Dr. Hawkins. With Dr. Hawkins, I really wanted to talk about some of the questions that I constantly get in my DMs that I don't really have the answers to because I'm not a doctor and I prefer for a doctor to give the answers to. So these are the 4 questions that I'm constantly getting. And I know that these are the 4 questions that a lot of you constantly have because I have them as well. And Dr. Hawkins is here to answer the call. So question number 1 is all about what are the signs of endometriosis. You can go to Google and find that there are so many symptoms of endometriosis that are both very specific and very vague at the same time. I wanted this to be the first part of our conversation because Dr. Hawkins has stage 4 endometriosis and she's a mom. But the crazy part about this is she didn't even know that she had endometriosis because she did not have signs of it. All right, so let's just get into it.
Hi, hello everyone. I am Dr. Hawkins, and I am a minimally invasive gynecological surgeon. I'm currently in Alpharetta, Georgia. I used to live in Baltimore, and I have a private practice now called Fibroid and Pelvic Wellness Center of Georgia. And I mainly focus on fibroids, endometriosis, chronic pelvic pain, and basically dysfunctional bleeding and menstruation. The things that what I call are ailments that make women suffer, because I truly don't believe that God wants us to suffer. So I've dedicated myself to that because I was one of those women at one point, and I had fibroids and stage 4 endometriosis and had to undergo surgery. And I ended up going back to my surgeon and asking him, Dr. Furman Barretto, to just teach me everything he knew. And he put everything into me. And now it is my life's work. So I'm very, very dedicated to this here women's path and empowerment, and just, allowing us to live our best, healthy, pain-free lives. I actually was asymptomatic. I was one of those rare cases where, how like there's that show that says, oh, I was pregnant and didn't know it, and then I just popped the baby.
Yes.
That was me. I had like fibroids almost to my belly button. I did not know it. Didn't have heavy cycles. I was on NuvaRing. I was skipping my cycles because I was a busy medical student and I just didn't have time to deal with it. Didn't have pain. And then all of a sudden, just like that, the tables turned. I started to have pain first. Went to the doctor, and they said your uterus was enlarged. And I was like, word? I was just here and had my annual 3 months ago. Y'all ain't say nothing.
Oh, wow.
Right. And at that point, it was like, oh, everything was rush, emergent. Is this cancer? It's growing fast. What are you going to do? I ended up seeing an oncologist when I went to Baltimore because I was on my way. Leaving Atlanta, going to Baltimore. And when I got there, I saw an oncologist. He said, it's not cancer, but, they're pretty big, your fibroids, and placed me on different birth controls. And I started to have spotting, cycles. My bleeding got heavier. After months of trying different types, nothing was working. I started to become very symptomatic all at once. And I would say that I went through about a year of trying to medically manage and put it off. And I was like, I'm busy. I don't have time for this. I'm making a change in my life. I'm trying to get trained, and I was newly engaged to be married. And then my doctor at the time sent me to Dr. Barretto. And Dr. Barretto was like, I think it's time for us to do something. It's like, you need a blood transfusion and you can't live like this. So he did do surgery on me, and that was in 2009. I recovered very well. And after that, he told me wait 6 months. I was in my first year of marriage, and I waited those 6 months. And 4 months after that, I had my first pregnancy. had my baby boy. 2.5 years later, I had my second baby boy. And now I'm married to Marina. But I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
All right, ladies, I hope that this video was informative, but I also hope that this video equipped you with knowing that you have the answers for yourself. Make sure that you're writing down your symptoms. Make sure that you're keeping a journal. And if you're not satisfied with the conversations with your doctor, find another doctor that's going to listen to you. Again, thanks so much for watching. If you have any other questions, ideas, doctors, please leave it down below in the link. And I'll see you next video. Peace.